welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I've had lots of requests on Instagram to do a makeup tutorial, so I thought why not start today with an easy everyday makeup look. This is my first ever YouTube video, so please bear with me for lighting, camera angles, editing, all that jazz, because I have no idea what I'm doing. But if you want to see how I got this makeup look, keep watching. Alright, always begin with a clean, moisturized face. I'm going to start using my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. The color I use is number 3.5, and I'm just going to dot that on my forehead, nose, and chin, basically just where I need some extra coverage to even out my skin tone and cover any imperfections I might have, and I'm going to blend that out. I don't like to cover my whole face in foundation because I like for my skin to show through for a more natural look. Now I'm going in with NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. The color that I use is called Custard. I'm just going to dot that underneath my eyes to cover my dark circles, around the corners of my nose for any redness, and around the corners of my mouth where I have a bit of discoloration. I'm just going to pat that in under my eyes to kind of warm up the product and help it blend easier. I also don't like to drag underneath my eyes because the skin there is a bit more sensitive. Don't forget to do the inner corners of your eyes. I'm going to blend around the corners of my nose and just around the sides of my mouth, making sure that everything is even and covered. Now I'm going to go in with Urban Decay eyeshadow in the color Foxy. It's a great neutral eyeshadow to use as a base. I'm going to put that on my brow bone, the inner corners of my eyes, just to lighten them up a little bit. And I like to do it right underneath my lash line, almost to set my concealer without using a heavy powder. Now for one of my favorite steps, I'm going to use my Becca Cosmetics highlighter. The color that I like to use is called Champagne Pop. I'm just going to dot that on my cheekbones, underneath my brow bone, on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and just a dot on my chin. I'm going to blend that in for a perfect natural highlight. I absolutely love this highlighter. There we go. For the next step, I'm going to use Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. The color I use is 151. I'm going to use this to carve out my cheekbones a bit, go underneath my jawline, and dust it on the tip of my nose and across my forehead. I do use a bit more bronzer than some people because my body is a few shades darker than my face. Now I'm using Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the color Luminous Flush. I think that this palette has been discontinued, but I'm pretty sure you can still get the blush at Sephora. I'm just going to put this on the apples of my cheekbones, my chin, the tip of my nose, and a bit on my forehead. Alright, now on to eyebrows. I'm using my MAC eyebrow pencil in the color Deep Brunette, and I'm drawing on tiny little strokes. I always accentuate the arch of my brows and the inner corners. You want to make sure that your eyebrow pencil is really sharp because what I'm trying to do here is draw on tiny strokes that look like individual hairs, because I like a more natural, messy look with my eyebrows versus that super perfect Instagram brow. Then I'm just going to brush them up with a spoolie. Alright, going in with my Shiseido eyelash curler, I'm just going to give my lashes a little bit of a lift. And I'm going back to that same bronzer that I was using earlier, the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion, and I'm using this to just carve out and give my eyes a little bit more definition, going in the crease and just underneath the lash line. Alright, now I'm going in with my Makeup Forever eyeliner pencil in the color M60. It's a nice dark brown color that I'm using to line my upper waterline to make my lashes look thicker, yet still natural. Then my own personal trick is I drag the eyeliner out from the outer edge of my eye to give my eye a nice lift. I wing it out and smudge it with my finger. To be honest, it went on a bit darker this time than it normally does. For a more natural look, I am normally a bit more light-handed, but you can adjust it as needed. And then I just fill in the outer corner a tiny bit, keeping it really light and natural. Now I'm using my Neutrogena Healthy Volume Mascara in the color Black Brown. I'm just going to coat the tips of my eyelashes to keep them looking really natural and soft. And I'm just going to touch them to the bottom lashes to give them a little bit of length and definition, but not much. Making sure it stays super natural. Last but not least, I'm going to go in with my Marc Jacobs lip liner in the color The Nudist. I'm using this around the edges of my lips to define them and filling them in just a little bit. I absolutely love this lip pencil. I know for some of you, you might not feel comfortable wearing a lip pencil for a natural everyday look. If not, you could go ahead and use a tinted lip balm or whatever it is that you prefer. But for me, I personally love the look of full defined lips. All right, and that's my routine for my everyday makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.